Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Think Like a Pro weekly Wednesday leadership and mentorship group created by four top elite, remarkable leaders of a publicly traded company poised to revolutionize the world, disrupting the supplement industry through activation that is soon going to be a new practice that could lead us to massive changes in our lives. Therefore, we are soon. Oops. Therefore, can you hear me? Okay, we are soon to reach $1 billion mark in the next couple of years. So congratulations if you are a part of this movement, and most especially if you and your team are exclusively invited to our call tonight. So who are we? We are four elite leaders composed of Dr. DeLucia, Elite Pro 7 from St. Pete, Florida, Debbie Kral, Elite Pro 7 from Ocala, Florida, Vandee Flake, Elite Pro 8 from Snowflake, Arizona, and yours truly, Kai Hayes, Elite Pro 8 from Austin, Texas. So we shall introduce to you ourselves one by one tonight, but first, what is Think Like a Pro? Well, it is created for a few good reasons. The four of us brainstormed together and agreed to relaunch our businesses and work together to strengthen and continue to rebuild our weak legs and achieve rank advancements for ourselves. Sounds familiar, right? So any one of you who are here and have the same goals and dreams as we do, then join us. What a great and powerful way to come together and do this together with us, right? But of course, we shall commit ourselves to support all our teams, including third parties, but only for those who are worthy to work with. You have got to earn it. That's right. Because we have come up with a few requirements of meeting the daily operating activities to work with and be accountable with. So Vandee Flake, our Elite Pro 8 leader, will cover the details in a little while, including recognitions, you guys, because we want to work with you to be able to help you achieve your desired ranks as well. So it's time to win the promotions, you guys. So with that said, our powerful group, Think Like a Pro leaders, along with all our members, shall be focusing on the 4 agreements by the best-selling author, Don Miguel Ruiz. And we are spreading these 4 principles to live by and help everyone to focus on this practical guide to personal freedom. And these 4 principles or 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Now, here's a short recap of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, a practical guide to personal freedom. Number 1, be impeccable with your words means using your thoughts and words with integrity. This will definitely make us feel good. Now, since thoughts and words are choices, learning how to think and speak on purpose to deliberately create what you desire can be of immense value to your life. Speaking with integrity, honesty, and truthfulness. Practice to say only what you mean. Say only what you desire. Avoid using words to speak negatively about yourself or to gossip about others. Use your words in positive direction of truth and love. Second, don't take anything personally. This second agreement is a lesson on how to react when someone is not impeccable with their word. We should not let situations affect the frame through which we see ourselves in our lives. Nothing people say or do to you is personal, but you need to know who you are to be okay with that. Because nothing, absolutely nothing, you guys, that other people and the world do or say to you is about you. When someone calls you ugly, it says a whole lot about them and their problems than about you. So whatever issues they're dealing with has led them to take their frustrations out on you. Okay, the third is don't make assumptions. We should not assume that others know what we think or what we want, and vice versa. So we should communicate our needs and our feelings clearly. We should ask questions instead of jumping to conclusions when thinking about the behaviors of others. Don Miguel Ruiz said, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you guys, you can completely transform your life. Fourth, always do your best. The fourth agreement is a call to action. It states what we should be, we should be the best version of ourselves every day. Within the context of our circumstances and our state of mind, the key message of the four agreement is not necessarily to be the best, but to be your best. The fourth agreement takes practice, of course, but with time, you'll be able to confidently tell your inner judge that you have done your best. And if you do your best, there is no way to judge yourself. So I'm Kai Hayes from Austin, Texas, former corporate executive, international telecoms business owner, a business banker. I was exceptionally successful in all three fields, but when I learned network marketing seriously through our unique breakthrough technology, guys, my life has changed forever. In 10 years, me and my husband Greg created time, health, and financial freedom. It was liberating indeed, because I only worked for 3 years here in the US, and I didn't have to work for anyone building someone else's dream. Because one significant incident in our lives when my husband was let go of a company whom he worked for 19 years, just after 6 months while he was fighting for his life due to stage 3 brain cancer. I cursed that company. I'm so sorry. I swore to work and brave the unknown to bring home Greg in November 2019. Guys, a total of 10 years hard work and sacrifice is 100 times better than working 40, 50, 60 years and end up with nothing to retire on, right? So we are passionate in helping others achieve what we achieved. Guys, there's a massive cry for freedom. Let's be a part of helping achieve the freedom they need. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce and pass you on to my amazing friend and a big part of this movement, Elite Pro 8, Vandee Flake. Vandee, take it away. Can you hear me? Kindly unmute yourself, Vandee. If Vandee's still having a tough time.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Take it away.
All right, awesome. So thank you, Kai. It's when Kai called me and asked if I wanted to be part of this group, I was so excited because we just recently made a huge change in our lives, and we had decided to really relaunch our business and support our outside legs and to go out and grow and get some new people and to run, especially after some of these exciting pools that Lifevantage is throwing out there. So with all of that together, this timing felt right. And when Kai said she wanted to go with the 4 agreements, it really, really like touched my heart, because those are 4 agreements that I tried to live by anyway. And so to incorporate those with my business was such a passion. So 10 years ago, my husband Sam and I were introduced to Lifevantage. At the time, we were kind of living paycheck to paycheck. Sam was teaching school. I was working as a marketing manager. We had 2 small children. We thought we had done everything right. You know, we'd done the go to school, get a college degree, get a job, and things will work out. And we realized we were just spinning our wheels. My sister was raising our children. We had no time to be the parents we wanted to be. And any other dreams of travel or anything else were so far outside of our reach that they weren't even there. So when we saw Lifevantage, I was blown away with the product. I was blown away with the science. And then I looked at the compensation plan. And I realized that the amazing thing about this compensation plan is it doesn't matter. It's not just rewarding those people that found out about it 11 years ago at the very beginning. There's people that joined 4 years ago that are the top earners in the company. This business, network marketing, I love because it's an equal opportunity business. It doesn't matter your background, your education. The computer just goes out and pays you on the results you do. And we get to work together with a leverage. And so that's why I love this business, because I've also become the best version of me. And that is something I wasn't doing, and I wasn't working on anywhere else in my life before I joined Lifevantage. So it's just been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So one of the other things we want to really focus on, you guys, is running for the Lifevantage incentives. So first of all, if you're taking notes, and I hope you are, I want you guys to write down something. Today is the last day of the month. Go double check and make sure that your auto ship ran correctly. Make sure that you are at 200 PV, so you're going to get paid next month for your work. Okay, it's really, really important. And double check and see how close you are, because I've had people that were almost a Pro 2 and didn't realize it, and they missed Pro 2 by $25. So double check where you're at. Double check where your team members are at, and make sure that those auto ships have ran. Always important at the end of the month. So there's two things we want to talk about on this call as kind of extra promotions. So one is the ITT paper. This is the launch guide from Lifevantage, and it's got 25 names there. You guys, for the month of October, we as the 4 leaders, and I know we've got a couple other cross teams and stuff, but the 4 leaders, we're working with our teams. If you get this filled out, that means you talk to 25 people, you invite them, they watch a tool, and you connect them to a team member, okay? Those 25 steps, if you're going to do that and you want in on this, contact your upline and tell them, I want in, I'm going to run for that, okay? And we'll each talk to you guys about what's going on for that, those teams. The other thing we are really pushing is the people that are running for rank advancement. Lifevantage is throwing a lot of money out there, and Debbie's going to touch on this more. But if you hit Pro 3, Pro 4, or Pro 5 in the month of October, you have the choice to invite one of the 4 of us onto your team call to do a special team call just for your team. And anyway, we are all really, really busy, and we are all working our business, but we felt like that was something really, really special to help people to run for this promotion and to give a little bit extra incentive, because it's really fun sometimes to have somebody from across line jump on and train your team, and it can build some more energy. So that's why a little bit more back to our story. After Sam and I hit the elite ranks of this company, we went for our next dream, and we bought a little ranch, a little farm, 2.5 acres. We had chickens and cows and pigs and goats and you name it. We had sheep. We had a lot of different little animals. And then 2 years ago, we sold all of that, loaded our kids up in an RV, and we traveled the United States. We were able to see, spend time with Kai, spend time with Debbie, spend time with a lot of our Lifevantage family, and let our kids explore some of the amazing sites in our country. With COVID and all of that crazy, we decided that we were going to come back, and we've just moved back into our home, so we're trying to get settled. But Lifevantage is about choices, you guys. Not only about your health, it's not necessarily about the money. The friends you meet are amazing, but it's really, really, at the end of the day, it's about your choices. And that's what Lifevantage gives you, and it gives you that opportunity to make those choices. So I'm going to pass the mic over to my dear friend, Debbie Kral. Debbie is in Florida and New York, and she has worked as I'm going to mess this up again, I always do, therapeutic for horses. And some of the things she has done, some amazing stuff with horses, and worked on $1 million horses, you guys, and the race horses and stuff, and that industry. And they don't let just anybody work on their horses or even come near their horses. You have to be very, very qualified and build a reputation like Debbie did. And so, Debbie, with that, I'm going to turn it over. And I think I totally messed that up. I apologize. But
no, you didn't.
Okay. And Debbie is an awesome person. She let me and my 4 crazy kids stay with her while she helped us remodel part of our RV when we were there last year in Florida, and it was such a fun time.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed you guys being here. But Yeah, number one, it's a real honor to be here with you guys, being with a group like this of entrepreneurs. And I'm very honored that I was asked to be here, and excited that so many new things are going to come about as far as just building new relationships like the ones that we already have with Vandee and Kai, but new people that are going to come into this, and how you're just going to be able to lock arms with different people. And I came from an industry where we didn't do that. The equine therapy business was pretty cold, pretty hard. It was a huge competition on who was doing what, and people are after your horses. It didn't matter if you were an equine therapist or a veterinarian or blacksmith. A very competitive world. And I didn't know that's what that was going to be, because I got started loving the horses when I was 5. I got my first pony, and I probably said pony was the first word I said. And you know, I just knew I was going to do that the rest of my life. My parents, they would go and look in the bedroom, and when I was 5 and 6, I wasn't there. I'd crawled out the window and gone down in the barn. I was in the hay somewhere with a pony. So I knew what I wanted to do, but I was going to have to go through get those 2 pieces of paper, you know, that high school diploma and the college degree, and here you go. And now I'm going to go do what I want to do. And I thought I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't realize that no one was really doing it at the time. Got married to a saddle maker, we moved to Florida, opened a custom saddle shop for 25 years. And in that time, we realized how horses really needed better equipment, needed to fit better. So we got into the saddle fit industry. It was pioneering that stage, as well as custom saddles. And then realized we needed to work on the backs and the muscles and muscle atrophy, bring that top line up so their equipment was going to fit. No one really was doing that at the time. There weren't any classes or courses. So I was self-taught. And of course, when you mention something like that to somebody, a lot of them think you're crazy. But also, horses started performing better. They were happier. They weren't bucking people off. And thank goodness, it showed that this worked. And I was very excited about helping the horses. And then I was fortunate enough, I went professional. I was a professional rider for a while, but then I went into as an equine PT, and I really was the one who helped bring ultrasounds and lasers and different types of equipment into the professional world. And we were having some great success with these animals. And I loved it. And I just loved being around them. But after about 15, 20 years of being on the road with them all the time, I still loved the horses. I just didn't love the business part anymore. But it was exciting being involved with 2 Olympic teams, the U.S. Jumpers and the Canadian 3-day event horses. But it was on the road all the time. And it was okay. 100 hours a week, every day, every week was okay, as long as things were going well for the horses. And about the last 10 to 15 years, it wasn't a real horse-friendly situation, I didn't think. It's all about money and winning and owners and a lot of things that I didn't necessarily agree with. It was all about the horse when I started. But I had become pretty, I was doing well. I had a 6-figure income, but I didn't know, gosh, I was about 56, 57 years old, to just leave something you'd done all your life, 40 years, and walk away and working at the top was really foreign to me, along with what am I going to learn how to do quickly to replace a 6-figure income. And as it was that morning, the person that spoke with me, Justin Brown, and his wife, Jackie, had no idea that I was really tired of what I was doing. I was that person you were looking for that was sick of what they were doing, and they were willing to almost do anything. And they saw the door signs on my truck, said Therapeutic Equine Services, and Justin sent his wife over to show me something. And, it was that ABC Primetime Investigative Report. And I just couldn't quite believe that was real. Why didn't I know about it? Had to stay up all night doing some research and realized it was real. Got involved the next day. And in about 3 years, it retired me from that business, working 100 hours a week. So I don't have a whole lot of patience when people tell me they're busy, because I was really busy. And I know if you really don't like what you're doing, you can squash this in if you want to do something else. So I'm forever grateful that just a complete stranger walked over and wanted to show me something. And very, very grateful for that. And his brother was also involved a little bit later. And we've just become a great family, and I appreciate them so much. So thank you, Browns, for showing me a way that I can have a great life now, have time off, enjoy people. And I think one of the biggest things is really connecting with some awesome people that love helping other people. And I think more than anything, that's really what I love doing now. So I appreciate all you guys, but those two are pretty special to me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about incentives, because that's something I've always been a big part of. While I was a therapist, I also was involved with different types of equipment sales. And so I was involved with sales as well as therapy, but I've always been motivated by promotions. And the first 6.5 years that I was involved with Lifevantage, I didn't miss a promotion, nothing. And I don't know what happened really, but I'm going back to not missing any more promotions. So I'm going to go over the two that we're going to talk about tonight that I think the company is so gracious at what they're putting out for us, the amount of cash right now, and the fact that here we are where so many people are needing cash and can work from home, and the fact that the holidays are coming up. So I hope everybody really takes advantage of this, because I know this group of leaders, that's what we're focusing on, is hitting these promotions. And this will help everybody not just make extra money. If you make the money, you're going to get promoted. That's what it's really all about. It doesn't matter how big the prize is. It's just if you're going to say it's going to be yours. So first what I'm going to go over is flip the switch. And I think that y'all might have seen this. It's all in your back office, but I'm going to go over it fairly quickly. It's called Flip the Switch Promotion. The promotion period started in September, and I know that there's a lot of people that have already qualified for this in the month of September. So let's get to celebrate what we're going to do with it during the holidays. So there's 3 ways you can earn this promotion, and one is to sell. They're paying even more money for us to build our business. They're taking Lifevantage is taking 5% of all of the Smart Start volume globally. They're placing it in a pool, and then we can earn a share of it. Now, how do we earn a share of it? Enroll a minimum of 5 distributors or customers, it doesn't matter which, but as long as their cumulative volume is 500 points. And then you personally have to qualify with 200 personal volume, and 40 of that can come from you. So this is just really what we're doing anyway. So along with the Smart Start bonus, we have got a bonus pool for the people that hit that 500 mark. So I'm excited that I already see a lot of people on our teams that I know have already gotten this. Second way to earn is the Reach program. And this is to reach out and rank. And this starts with Pro 3s. So when you hit a Pro 3 rank, you're going to get $100 one time. And another month, you're going to maintain it, and you're going to get the $200 bonus. So for Pro 3s, that can be an extra $300. And to reach a Pro 4 level, you're going to get $250 on that one-time pay, and you maintain it the next month, or within that 4-month period, you're going to get a bonus of $500. So that's a $250 bonus for you for reaching Pro 4 and holding it for one of those months. A Pro 5, you're going to get a $500 one-time payout and $1,000 when you maintain it from another one of those months. And so that'll be a total of $1,500. That's a huge amount of money for just going out and doing your job. And when you reach Pro 6, there's a $750 payout. And when you maintain that for one of the months, you're going to get another $1,500. So that's $2,250 that you can make extra just by hitting the rank and holding it one of the months. So I'm super excited about this. I went from Pro 3 to Pro 4 in 5 weeks. I know it can be done, so I know each and every one of you can do it. I had absolutely no experience, but all you had to do was follow what somebody else did. There is one other bonus in that, and it's called the Mentor. And Mentor is available for the Pro 3s and above. When you need to create a minimum of $500 new volume, and you'll receive a one-time bonus for each of the personally enrollees who achieves a rank. So a Pro 3 is when someone that you personally enrolled hits a Pro 3, your Mentor bonus will be a one-time $75 payout. When somebody that's enrolled to you hits Pro 4, it's $125 payout. Pro 5, it's a $250 payout. And when you hit Pro 6, it's a $625 payout. Now, I think these are exceptional. I mean, I think the company is really expecting a lot of us to hit this one big time, because as a mentor, their bonus, they're capping it at $4,000. But wouldn't that be amazing if you got capped out at $4,000? So I think it's a beautiful promotion. I think one of the exciting parts is don't forget about the pay setter, because this program is on top of what the pay setter is doing. So you can get both of these. And we're going to go to Global Convention. I've never missed a convention, and I only was going to go to one of them. I told Justin Brown I'm only going to one to make sure this isn't true. So I was going to make sure it didn't work, and I've never missed one in 8 years now. Global Convention is October 23rd and 24th. So we've only got 22 days away. So they've given us some huge incentive programs to get people in front of this information. They're launching a brand new sales approach. There's new programs for creating more loyal customers. And of course, they always have top training. They've got over 20 speakers that are coming in. BJ Fogg, Alan Stein, we've got Justin Rose, and of course, Aaron Brockovich will be there. So how do you get there? This promotion ended, one of them tonight, and I think a lot of you guys already made it. If you purchased a ticket for $190, no, excuse me, that didn't end tonight, to attend for free, if you generated $500 in new sales volume from August 1 to the 31st, or between September 1 to the 30th, then you're going to get a free ticket. And what's a ticket? A ticket is one for you and 2 more guest tickets. So that's actually 3 people that you can say have team meetings, have a team situation at their house. One of the things that I think is great about this is, you know, I've been to so many conventions and they're fun, but we just can't be everywhere. I've run down to be at special halls. I wanted to hear certain people speak. I got down there, it was full, and I couldn't get to the next one. So what they're doing for this one is they're calling it a rewatch. So as you watch it during the 23rd and 24th, you might want to revisit it, or you might want to do it with someone else, be there with them, help them be able to see it. You'll have access to this full program for 30 days. And I think that's huge. And being in October, that's going to really, I think, launch a lot of things for us through the end of the year. So I'm very excited for this coming up. There's the raffle tickets they're going to give away. I've seen a lot of programs, but none that was giving away Apple MacBooks, iPhone 11s, Salt Lake City jerseys. They're having flights and air flights and packages for hotels in 2021. And they're even giving away shares of the Lifevantage stock. So they're going to give away $20,000 worth of very cool stuff in that 2-day period because you've got a ticket. So what I would tell everybody to do is get excited and make sure you're registered for this. So I'm excited about, I always love to win things. It's more fun when they're free. So I hope everybody takes advantage of this. And what I like to do is introduce Dr. Gene DeLucia. He's in Florida with me. We've been friends for about 5 or 6 years now. He's an incredible individual. He was able to retire from his business as a doctor. And he has a great life right now in St. Petersburg, Florida. And he's an incredible person that we are able to have in this organization overall. But with this 4 people in the team, I'm very, very excited that Dr. Gene can be here with us. I don't know, Dr. Gene, are you there? Can you unmute? You said you were driving.
Can you hear me? I'm pulled off the side of the road. So
yes, we did. Awesome.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, thank you. Well, I can tell I'm very excited. I love working with other cross lines. I think my downline gets tired of hearing from me, so they get to hear from other people, which is great. I just got done having dinner with Dave Fleming, our vice president, who is now in charge of global sales. Really pretty exciting stuff coming up. Don't miss Global Convention. There's some things coming that they're really, really exciting. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be part of this company. You know, my background is in medicine. I'm board certified in family medicine. I've been in medicine for over 40 years. And most of that time I was spent as a pill pusher. You know, we unfortunately, we wait till you get the disease and then we treat the endpoints. You know, we treat a symptom or a number. But the system is not designed to cure you. There's no money in the cure. The money is in maintaining that disease. And unfortunately, the more diseases you have, the more money we make, because the more doctors you're going to see and the more pills you'll take and the more hospitals you'll visit. And it was never ending. I got very burnt out on all of it. And I just got tired of doing that. And as I was getting older, my patient population was getting older, I started seeing more of those chronic diseases. And I started looking around. I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction. I think if you put it out there, I think the universe you'll find it. And it did. And for me, it was in the form of that ABC News video. And it was my UPS driver. I believe Brian Ceroli was at the time 28, 29 years old. Got in past my front office after a lot of effort and repeated trying. And he just walked in with Fred Graves, and they both sat down and said, "We just want to show you this video." That's all they said. It was, they opened the laptop, they showed me the ABC News video, and I can tell you, I looked at it and went, wow, this one sounds too good to be true. But if it's true, I want to be part of it. And so I was like you, Debbie. I went home and started looking at the research. I wanted to see everything I knew that I wanted to know. I knew oxidative stress. I didn't know what NRF2 was. So I had to go home and research all that. Within probably a week, 10 days, I said, yeah, I'm in. I want to be part of this. And I started using it on myself, my family. I gave it to my parents, my friends, my family. Was not going to do the business, wasn't interested in the business. Figured I would never get up and do a presentation. My biggest phobia was public speaking, so I thought I'd never do that. So, but gradually, you know, I started seeing results. I brought it into my clinic. I ended up on the medical advisory board of the company. We did some clinical research. I got to work with Dr. McCord. So pretty exciting stuff. My belief grew as I saw more and more people get healthy again. And then I was able to take a lot of my patients and myself off their medications. So it literally changed the way we practice medicine. So for the first time, I could actually get people healthy, get them off their meds, and I'm just thrilled with it. And I still am thrilled when people come back and say, wow, this gave me my life back. And I hear that quite often with people. So it's fun to be part of that. The business I had to learn. I really didn't know what it was or how it worked. I did get a couple of my good friends that I had had for years to join me in the business, and we built it together. We had a lot of fun doing it. It did get me retired about three and a half years into the business, and it got me away from Western medicine, which I was not enjoying. So I found something that I could have a passion for again, and it's thrilling. It's exciting, and this people have to realize what we have in this. We have breakthrough products. We have patented products that nobody else has or ever will have. And it's our job, to me, to get the word out to people, to tell people about this and educate them. So as we do that, this will become a worldwide everyday household name. I'm convinced of that. We'll be part of that growth. We're very, very small. We're going to grow into a multi-billion-dollar company. And we're all part of that. So it's exciting. It's fun to be here and help people that want to grow and help other people. And that's really what I like about this. And thank you for inviting me to join you all.
Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you very much, Doc Jean. I would like to thank once again everybody who jumped in tonight, and still welcoming you to our Think Like a Pro leadership and mentorship group by 4 of us working together side by side with you all. We are calling the attention of our team leaders to plug in with us right away, and let's get going, and let's attain the rank advancement. So my goodness, with Dr. Jean DeLucia, Debbie Kral, Vandee Flake, and myself supporting you and your team, providing you each week the best training that you need. I mean, what more can you ask, right? So again, I'm honored. Dr. Jean and Debbie, Vandee, I'm so honored that you have accepted this invitation to work together. And so have a good evening, and I'll turn this over to Vandee to close our meeting, who shall kick off our first weekly Wednesday meeting on October 7th. And she will also announce how you can join us and add your team on our WhatsApp Think Like a Pro group. You got to be added on this group. Take it away, Vandee.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, everybody. This was fabulous. I always say one of the things I learned early on in this business was to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, with people that think bigger, and this is going to be an amazing call. So how we're going to do it is each week, one of us will take the lead and do a training. Sometimes we'll be inviting guests, sometimes we'll just be doing the training ourselves. So we have some exciting news. Taylor Worry will be joining us in October. But next week, I'm going to kick it off, and I'm super excited about that. So next week, we're going to talk about what to do when you're stuck, how to kind of launch your business if you've been in a while. And this is perfect for new people or people that have been in a while like me. So I hope you look forward to seeing us. If you want our weekly updates, we have a WhatsApp group. It's called Think Like a Pro. Text anybody on this list and they can get you that chat invite. And we would love to have you guys join us. So we look forward to this. I will also be posting the recording of this call in case you missed something each week in that WhatsApp group. So again, thank you, Kai. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Dr. Jean. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody for being a CEO and choosing to be in charge of your business and joining us tonight so we can really start to think like a pro. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thank you,
This is
guys.
awesome. Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much,
Dr.
everybody.